Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, emerging leaders, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. The topic I was given to speak about today was on gender inclusiveness and equality, ensuring all citizens benefit from economic growth and development. I am honored to stand here today. I met Daniel a few months ago, and he's honored me to give this speech to everyone. Mr. Chairman, gender inclusiveness and equality are not just buzzwords or trends. They are fundamental principles that must be at the forefront of our efforts to build a more just and prosperous society. Gender inclusiveness refers to the integration of both men and women in all aspects of economic and social life, ensuring that they have equal opportunities and access to resources. Our quest to ensure that all citizens benefit from economic growth and development is not just a lofty ideal, but an economic and moral imperative for our generation and the next generation. Our current Ghanaian landscape has shown resilience and growth through significant social strides in recent years. And I dare say we have made progress as a country in reducing poverty. However, we must ask ourselves whether this progress has been equally experienced by all. The unfortunate truth is that in most parts of the world, women and the youth still face disparate challenges. These are evident in, but not limited to these instances. Women are more likely to work in informal, low-paying jobs. Young women are more likely to drop out of school early. Women are underrepresented in leadership positions in both the public and private sectors. These disparities are societal issues that affect us all. Let me be clear. Gender equality is not just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. When we empower women and the youth, economies grow. There's been some statistics that shows that if women participated in economy identically to men, it could add $28 trillion to global annual GDP by 2025. Accordingly, McKinsey also did a gender gap analysis and says that in Africa, if women were participating actively and the gender gap was closed in the workforce, we would add $3.1 trillion to the GDP of Africa by 2025. This makes it important for us to know that gender equality, inclusiveness, is key to drive the future. Our objective should be guaranteeing that all citizens, regardless of gender, reap the benefits of economic growth and development. Achieving this goal requires visionary leadership, a commitment to innovation, sustainable development, and proactive strategies for the future of work. I'll touch briefly on visionary leadership. That paves the way for inclusive growth. In our complex world, visionary leadership is essential for promoting sustainable economic growth. Effective leaders look beyond immediate concerns and anticipate the needs of future generations while addressing the current issues. They understand that economic growth must be inclusive, benefiting all segments of society. This entails dismantling systemic barriers, advocating for gender equality, and fostering environments where diverse perspectives thrive. By integrating gender inclusiveness into decision-making processes, leaders can create equitable economic opportunities, ensuring that growth benefits each and every one of us. Typically, we must actively promote women leadership in all sectors by setting targets for women representation in government and boards as part of the Sustainable Development Goal 5. Innovation and entrepreneurship. We must cultivate creativity and innovation in all aspects of our lives, and it starts from the KG level. We must encourage children to think for themselves, to act for themselves, and to also understand that mistakes are a way of learning. Because innovation is a cornerstone of economic growth, thriving on diversity. To foster a culture of creativity, we must empower the youth and marginalized groups to engage in entrepreneurship. This involves providing equitable access to resources, networks, as we are doing today, and mentorship programs. Investing in diverse startups and creating innovative ecosystems unlocks a wealth of ideas and ensures that economic growth is driven by the full spectrum of the talents available in Ghana. The Department of Communication Studies, University of Ghana, has actually reported that globally, over 272 million young people leave their countries of birth to seek employment abroad as international migrants. My question to you is, what can we do as a country, as the youth, as the emerging leaders, to actively reduce migration of our youth? What can you do? Can you come up with ideas and seek opportunities from organizations to start up your own company? I know of 2 young men who started a company, and today, because technology has improved, they're actually one of the best fintechs in Ghana at the moment. So yes, we can. Sustainable development, merging growth with responsibility, is essential in guiding our economic policies. As we pursue growth, we must also prioritize environmental stewardship and social well-being. Integrating gender inclusiveness into sustainability initiatives is vital, as the future generation must lead community-based environmental efforts. Their full potential in economic development can significantly contribute to both environmental and social sustainability. We must promote responsible living by promoting sustainable practices that promote the earth and water bodies. Inclusiveness and equality. We must ensure that we all benefit from the resources that the country provides. Inclusiveness and equality are not only ethical imperatives, but also crucial for robust economic growth. To ensure all citizens benefit from economic opportunities, we must tackle disparities in education, healthcare, accessibility to resources, and employment opportunities. For example, if a woman and a man go in for an interview, a manager can say that, oh, she's 25, she will get married, she will have children, so I prefer the man. But the woman has the skills and the qualities to do better at the job. So let's look at these things. Let's also adopt better work-life balance by coming up with supportive policies as a nation to promote overall productivity and economic resilience. The future of work is you. The digital age has rapidly transformed the work landscape through machine learning, the metaverse, automation, artificial intelligence, and remote work. These days, you find people in Ghana who work for companies in China, but they live in Ghana. They work for companies in the US. And it is all about building your skills continuously to take advantage of these opportunities. To maintain gender inclusiveness amid these challenges, We must proactively address the disparities that technology can exacerbate. Preparing for the future of work involves investing in digital literacy and skills training, particularly for underrepresented groups. We've all heard of AI, and we know we all have AI on our phones, don't we, as students in school? We do, those of you in university. Are we saying none of us uses ChatGPT? You don't? Yes. How many of us do? ChatGPT. So that's the future. What do we think ChatGPT does for us as students? What does it do? It's not to enable plagiarism, you are aware. It's to help us with our research. When we were in school, we used to go to the library and sign out for books. You are lucky, you just go on your phone, you Google the question the teacher asks you to research, and you can come up with your answers. But please be careful. We all know what technology does. It's garbage in, garbage out. So as much as how you are using your ChatGPT, make sure that you also do your research. So go to proper research websites and do your research. So you are not charged for plagiarism. You are aware it's a criminal offense. Are you aware it's a criminal offense? Plagiarism. Those of you in secondary school, are you aware it's a criminal offense? Good. Now, Mr. Chair, I did this because as a nation, we haven't spoken about the role of artificial intelligence in our education, in the workspace, and even in the homes, and its impact on what it can do to us as a nation. So one of the most important things, as much as how we are promoting STEM, is to also start having national policies that will ensure that we talk about all these technological advancements. Now, the metaverse is a space and has really been projected a lot in Singapore, where people go there to buy and sell. So you go there, you create your avatar, and then you can do whatever you want to do in the metaverse. I'm sure very soon, as the world is progressing, it will also end up in Ghana. Now, as a nation, how are we talking about these technological advancements, and how will we use it as a nation to progress our economic development? This is one of the key things that I hope as we deliberate on today, we will come up with solutions to them. And so finally, Mr. Chair, I want to emphasize that gender inclusiveness is not a zero-sum game, because we rise together as a people and not on the basis of gender. I am a living proof that when we break down barriers, anything is possible. We want to see a Ghana where the next generation is trained to understand the dynamics of global changes that will greatly impact their lives and decisions. We want to see a Ghana where the youth are empowered to thrive and be exceptional in taking decisions for progress. The onus now lies on us to work together to build a future where every Ghanaian, regardless of gender, can reach their full potential. A future where our sons and daughters have the same opportunities. A future where gender inclusiveness and equality is not just an aspiration, but a reality. Thank you all for your attention, and God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong.